Welcome back to Beauty Bee. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a mishmash, sort of a 80% get ready with me, 20% haul. I am not going to be using everything new that I have on my face. Not everything that I use on my face is going to be new, but I don't know, I didn't want to do a whole nother haul video, so it's all gonna work out somehow. I feel like I've alluded to this several times, but I recently broke my no-buy, which I'm not thrilled about, but in the big scheme of things, if I was going to break my no-buy, I kind of did it in the right way. I ended up spending just a hair over $25. I think it was worked out to like 27 or 28. And I got things that I will realistically actually use. First of all, what's on my nails, which is this Wet n Wild Fast Dry. I love this color. I used to have something very similar, I think just a little bit lighter. And I've had something that had just a hint more green. And I've panned both of those. So glad to have something similar back in my life. And let's just start with eyeshadow. I don't know what order I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna just start with this Maybelline palette and go into this brown. Set up a crease. I think I'm gonna go green on the lid and probably in the inner corner too, so. Just wanted to set up a kind of a neutral crease. It's looking fine. Okay, now here's the fun part. I can just take that out for the moment. This is the e.l.f. 70s Feels palette. I've actually used every shade in this already, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna just take the green, point it to the other green, this green, on my finger and put it all over the lid. I don't think that this was exactly the color scheme that I thought it would be online. For some reason, I expected it to be just a little bit less vibrant. But I'm very, very happy with it. I'm much actually happier than I think I would have been with sort of the colors that I thought I was gonna get. This is my, I think, 4th time using this palette. I've done 2 quite neutral looks. I'll put a picture up sometime, probably while I'm doing my brows or something. But I've used these 2 shades, this on the whole lid and this on the outer corner. I haven't played as much with this shade, but I did put it on the inner corner one day and really enjoyed it. And then, I think 2 days ago, I did a mixture of these 2 shades on the lid and this in the inner corner. It's really pretty. I really like this. I feel like this is a good color scheme for me. I can definitely get nice color payoff off of these. I mean, you can see that on my lid, but it's not so vibrant that it's hard to work with or a pain or anything like that. Let's put that weirdly long double-ended foam applicator back. Okay, let's move on to concealer, actually. I'm not done with my eyeshadow, but you know, I don't care. I actually got this concealer from e.l.f. This is the Flawless Concealer. I got it in the shade Fair Rose. I've realized only recently that my face is actually much redder than my neck. I think this is actually a pretty good color match for my neck. and I'll actually put a dot on my face, and I think you can see it's a little lighter. My face, it's a little lighter than I want it to be. But it's still a functional shade. It doesn't serve to end up like highlighting areas I don't want it to. Or at least it doesn't when I actually blend it in. Okay, there we are. So I'm happy with this. I think that longer term, I would also like to get a sort of medium to full coverage foundation. I will try to match my neck when I get that foundation, so it'll probably be more of a fair rose than a fair extra rose, tiny bit darker like my face really is. Yeah. And I also got this foundation serum from their Beautifully Bare line. This looks so orange in the tube, but, and it is. I mean, it is a very yellowy, orangey shade, but it blends out to nothing. This has practically no coverage to it. I mean, it is still just a tiny, tiny bit dark, but I can wear this with really no problem. And I bought this in the shade Fairlight, which was the lightest color that they have. I think they only have maybe 3 or 4 shades of this, but it's so light coverage that I don't think you would probably run into issues. My shirt's also new, and it's really obnoxious. So we're just gonna have to adjust that every 30 seconds, I guess. Okay, let's finish my eyes before I just get too wrapped up in everything else. Come on, Nyx, there we are. I'm gonna go into this light green on a little detail brush, which actually brings us to the next thing, which was this little brush set from e.l.f. I brought their, I think they call it the cut crease brush set. Has 5 brushes, all for the eyes. And I will show you those in just 1 second. You know, after I stopped trying to like stick my fingers up my nose somehow. It's a struggle today. These 5. It comes with what I would, oh, they actually give you names for them. This is the contour brush. For me, this would be a sort of a really focused crease brush, a little less fluffy than what I usually use. The flat eyeshadow brush, which is what they suggest putting concealer to do a cut crease. I don't really know what I'm going to use this for yet. I mean, I might try a cut crease at some point, but I don't know. The eyeshadow brush, the C brush, which is just like the standard eyeshadow brush. It's what I use to put on lid shades occasionally, but more often just use for brow bone highlight. This little crease brush, which was a definite selling point of the set for me because I don't have anything focused like this. I don't have anything that's fluffy but small. I'm really excited to get some good use out of this. And the little detail brush. I have a brush like this, but it's one that I use pretty much every day because I like to put inner corner highlight on. So very happy to have all of those. Do I want any more eyeshadow before this video gets to be like 20 minutes long and I haven't done anything? I think I will actually put a little on my outer corner and then under my eye. For that, I'm going to go into this dark green shade. Which brush should I use? my finger. Is that exactly the wrong thing to do in this sort of style of video? Probably, but whatever. I do like that, the way those two shades go together. I'll need to clean that up, but I don't really care right now. Yeah, that's impressive. I don't actually even know how I managed that one. Good job. I'm gonna go back into that little detail brush and just go under my eye. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to go remove this, whatever this is, and I'll be back in just a sec. And we're back. I'd cleaned that up a little bit over here, and I just blended things out a little bit more with this little crease brush that we were just talking about. Okay, now I'm going to highlight my brow bone. For that, I'm going to use a mixture of these two shades. There we are. And now let's make sure I close everything so I don't make a mess. We try to avoid that where possible. As I fill in my brows, I think I'm just gonna put up my picture from yesterday. In this picture, I am wearing the e.l.f. 70s Feels palette. I'm wearing the light brown over most of the lid with the darker brown in the outer corner. I also have the same Maybelline mattes that I used today in my crease on my brow bone, and I don't actually remember what I put in the inner corner. If I remember, I'll add that information in the description box or something. I'm just gonna put on mascara real quick. So I'm gonna put on the Boring blush that I have owned for like 2 years at this point first. It's Tarte Harmony. I can just do that in the... Just a little across my nose. I just love the little snap closure of some things. Okay. And now I get to the fun part. I got 2 of the Hummingbird blushes from Wet n Wild. I wanted these when they came out, and I was always kind of looking for them at like my Walgreens and my Target, and they never came. And then I thought they were just gone forever, but I found them on Wet n Wild's website, so I bought 2 of the 3, and I really enjoy them. I was wearing this one in the picture I just showed. I think that I am wearing a little bit of Milk Makeup work underneath. These are more blush toppers than full-on blushes for me, especially this one. This one on my cheeks looked a little bit just brown. I thought this was going to be more of a peach, but on me this pulls quite brown with a little bit of a peach undertone. And these are very, very glowy. I have not used this one yet, but we're about to change that. Where did I put my highlighter brush? It doesn't matter, I don't need that. I'm gonna be just using this brush. I'm gonna try not to mess up the hummingbird yet. I love hummingbirds, they're my favorite. Yeah. Just gonna stick that on. Isn't that pretty and glowy? I really enjoy this. I've been really missing having a glowy pink highlighter, blush topper, or whatever you want to call this. I had one. That was actually also from Wet n Wild. It was not a true blush, it was an eyeshadow actually. But I really loved it. I thought it was very, very pretty. I used it all the time to the point where I panned most of it, and then the packaging self-destructed on me. And actually, let's talk about some Wet n Wild packaging now. I purchased this lipstick. This is one of their new glossy formula lipsticks. This is in the shade Peach Please. And looks like that. I'm not gonna wear it today because it just doesn't go with what else I have on. But I did wear it. I don't think I have a picture. It was pretty. It's fairly neutral. It doesn't last terribly long, but I didn't expect it to because it's a glossy lipstick. I really appreciate this packaging. I think it's really cute with the little pink metallic lip and the white tube. It's definitely not weighty, but it's much more secure feeling than past Wet n Wild lipsticks. It's not that easy to open. I don't think this would ever come apart by accident. And I mean, I do wish that this tip went all the way down, but I'll just be careful with it for a while. It's a little bit more slim format than most lipsticks are. Let me see, I actually have, this is the one I'm going to use today. This is their older packaging, and I think you can see that this one's a little bit thicker, and it also did not come with this nice point. These come more flattened. Yeah, it's nice packaging. It feels a little bit heavier than the old packaging did, and just a little bit sturdier and more secure. So very happy with that. And they didn't raise the price. I do think you get a little less product, probably, though I'm not certain on that. Don't quote me. But the component itself, great. I would, oh, let's match right lid to right product. The component itself is really nice. I would happily pay $2 for another one of those, while I don't think I would buy any more in this packaging, probably ever. And they've also updated the packaging on these lipsticks. There's just a black version of this component, and I think the lip might be a slightly different color. No big deal. I also got this e.l.f. What are these? The lip lacquer in the shade Tea Rose. It's sort of a purpley color. I mean, it actually probably would not look terrible with what I'm wearing today, but I feel committed to wearing the pink today. I've worn this. It's cute. It's not, I think, super flattering. It's sort of a grayish purple. This is sort of walking the line for me between being a lip gloss and being a liquefied lipstick. It is very full color, and yeah, I think I need to wear this a few more times. They also kind of smell weird. Not in like a this has gone bad way, but like, I don't know what this smells like, but it's evocative of something. Very interesting. Kind of a weird smell. Okay. Let's actually put on my lipstick now. I have a little bit of lip balm already on. Love this color. Very pretty. Hello again. It's been about 9 hours, 10 hours since I originally filmed. My makeup has lasted quite well throughout the day. All I did was touch up the lipstick a little bit. No, my shirt has not stayed off the shoulder for more than about 35 consecutive seconds. And my original outro sucked, so here I am re-recording. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to see reviews or tutorials that highlight any of the items that I showcased in sort of the haul portion, I would be very willing to do that. Let me know. Thanks again, and I hope we'll see you next time.